Hello everyone and welcome to Netherwood, another Second Life place here. And this one's actually been in my list for quite some time, probably years at this point. It's like the third on my list, so... As you can see, there's a billboard here that shows several places we've been to, also by the creator of this, such as Moor and Neverwinter. Netherwood is a bit different though, because Netherwood was actually sold off, I believe it was a couple months ago, to someone else. So it's a bit curious that in this case the original creator no longer owns the land. It's actually owned by just a regular resident. So we're going to be going ahead and taking a look around. Very beautiful place, very foresty. Doesn't have like the haunted undertones of the other places we've been to, such as Moor and Neverwinter. Looks like they've been chopping down some trees here, though. See if I can't text refresh this and make it come up a bit more. There are ruins here, though, as we can see. Already having a little bit of a freeze up. So the train track seems to go onward towards a bridge over where, but first we want to take a look at some of the stuff that's around here. As we can see, the wildlife is pretty much reclaiming the area. And we can see some ruins of what was probably a building of some sort. Perhaps a church from looking at the architecture. And here it looks like a railroad stop here, where we could have gotten some tickets, though everything's scattered about. Take a look inside, though there's nothing going on inside, apparently. This actually does look like a nice house from the inside, with the tree staircase and everything like that. Yeah, it's not a bad place where if you wanted to have a fantasy home or somewhere in a forest. Yeah, I guess I can't open the door there. That's fine though. Take a closer look at the outside here for a moment. Lots of suitcases littering around. Everything does kind of look abandoned, doesn't it? Like District National Park. There's a cat laying around. That's a nice view of that ruined building there, with the lighting and all that. As usual, I have advanced lighting on, so it does look rather nice. Before we cross under that bridge, though, I think we probably should take a look at the side over here, see what's going on. Got some deer. Looks like just one's awake, looking around. And we got a horse out here as well. Nice fireplace going, and I see some marshmallows on the sticks there. That's a detail you don't often see in the bonfires here in Second Life. We have a nice dock with some nice glass-looking, I guess they're weights, I'd assume, or anchors, perhaps. Alrighty. I think we're about done with this side. This place doesn't seem too big. I think we're already about halfway through it. And now we're going to go ahead and take a look over this way, which has a bit more stuff here. Here's an actual anchor. And those ball things, actually maybe they're the type that float. They're basically the opposite of an anchor. Keep things afloat. Some more horses about. They always look pretty nice. They have a little mini island off this way as well, though I don't know if that's actually in region or not. It might be an out-region thing. Got some sheep out, and there's somebody standing over there as well. Can't tell if they're an actual person or not. Doesn't look like they are, actually. Usually when you get close enough to somebody, you can tell if they're real or not, because actual avatars will have subtle animations to them, or like subtle movements. At the very least, usually people have a lot more animated AOs. Dog wants to play fetch, apparently, and the other one's off looking at the island as well. This is actually a really nice looking spot here with the overgrown bridge off to the island. This is a nice snapshot spot. I think maybe I'll take a picture of this after I'm done recording. I do like scenery shots. Let's see if we can get over here. Yep, we can actually. There's nothing over here, and apparently we just go right through it, so... This is actually apparently really deep water, too. I wasn't expecting that. Huh. Yeah, it looks really nice. I think we can go underneath the bridge now, which will lead us to the other half of the place here. Which in that case will have a lot more buildings to take a look at as well. Yeah, we got some more ruined stuff over here. Looks like the electric pole lines are down a bit. I'm just taking a look over this hill here to see if we missed anything, and no, we haven't. Though we can see various more buildings around from left to right. Old water tower. And we can walk across the bridge that's overhead as well, which is nice. Gives another upward view of things. I can see a house off to the right very far away. Well, I guess not very far away, probably like 20 or 30 meters that way, I assume. Not sure where to start. I think maybe this time we'll start right to left if we're a bit of a change of pace. Usually I'm very much about doing left to right. But this time we'll change it out just because. Nice little river here, though. And it has a little water fountain with it, too. Very nice, very nice. Got a lot of farm animals about as well. More sheep, and now we have cows as well. Guess maybe they have a mini farm over here, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like another mesh stand-in for a person, I think. Yeah, Looks like it. It's a nice little farm setup, though. That's a huge tractor, though. Though I guess maybe they have to be big. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the first house over here. And I believe this area back here just leads to back towards that, overgrown bridge, I believe, that we saw earlier. Yeah, it does. So yeah, this area is where we're going to be focusing at now. And we have a nice little house set up here. Things having to render in a bit here. Looks like they had barrels inputted into the walls. I do like that couch, though, right there in that spot. I'm sure that's probably supposed to be for fires or something, but they made good use of it with a seat. And the bed up here, too. That's a good spot for it as well. And it looks like we have pizza. It's actually a really nice looking pizza there. Special delivery. We have various things here on the refrigerator. Could have been worse. Rainbow Factory. Say hello. And a couple of other various things. Everything's loaded up now. Oh, we have a nice little bookshelf here made out of a guitar case. That's interesting. Don't usually see something like that. Then we see the front of the house, which has various little knickknacks all over the place. Got some ducklings here. Looks like one's about to jump off into the water. Nice little windmill spinning around here. Got some chickens, and actually another interesting style for something. Apparently the chicken coop is made out of a set of drawers. That's definitely making use of things, right? Yeah, we can't see the top from up here. Some of them will let you go and climb all the way inside, but some of them will just be another room for something to be used for. And we have another thing over here. Let's see. Oh no, that's an avatar. You could see that they moved their head there for a while. That's kind of the thing I was talking about. The mesh stand-ins they have for people. Well, I guess technically it's not technically true anymore because they just released Animesh not too long ago, so technically they could move now if you had Animesh stuff. But for the most part, people just have the mesh non-moving stand-ins for people for scenes like this and whatnot. Animesh is so new that I forgot it even existed sometimes. I still haven't updated my client for it, which is bad. Far, far away. Yeah, the gate's a little bit battered, but it still works, right? And the poles are still up. Truck's seen better days, though. Apparently it seems to be having a garden growing in its back. toys. You don't really see that style of toys anymore. Oh, we got a health kit up there. Alright, let's see what else is going on here. Looks like somebody was painting something. A flower petal, I think. Oh, that's a nice little train set down there. This looks like a map of some sort, perhaps? Nest. Select a retreat or refuge. Resting place, home. Old style oven, it looks like, right here. Well, I guess not too old style. Most people, I think, have changed to electric stoves, but there are still, like, propane stoves out there. Pretty foggy lighthouse out there, it looks like. We'll take a look at the lighthouse in a little bit. Maybe that'll be like the last thing, I think. It does really look nice with the fog effects around it. Rickety old fence, it looks like, right here. What's this say? Let's see. Gentleman's Steamer. That's another good screenshot spot right there, I have to say. This toolbox looks awfully familiar to me. Looks like this beach has seen better days, though. A lot of junk around it. You can see stuff just kind of abandoned. This whole place has kind of an abandoned view to it, though. Or maybe it's more like a return to nature sort of thing. Just kind of seeing everything slowly being overtaken once again by the forest. We have, it looks like, a garage where people work on stuff. That toolbox and wrench looks familiar. Flame gas. Patent Castrol motor oil. Air compressor. It looks like the actual gas station is packed up, though. Old-timey shell one, huh? That car is completely just overrun. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over to these other buildings. Oh, there's another one over here, too. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. A lot of more pretty horses about, hanging around the fence line here. I guess we're back towards the river that we were at before. Or I think this one's actually just a pond, I think. See a duck just kind of going by in it. Alrighty. This little trail spot here leads to a bench. Perfect look towards the lighthouse, too. We have another little dock here. Looks like there's a boat out in the water. Very, very scenic place. I do enjoy my scenic spots, though. That's usually why I keep on picking them out. See what the sign says. Once upon a time. Alrighty. Nice little fountain here with a bird on it. Guess it's a pigeon, I assume. Door does not open. Okay. We'll just go ahead and cam in here, I guess, for a little bit. Looks like a nice little living room, and there's a statue in the back here through the little hallway that's filled with windows. It looks like we have a study in here. Nice little picture of some flowers and some people by it. Over here we can see a fireplace that's been filled to the brim with books. Probably not where you want to keep your books. You can see the entire house from the outside, the hallway and the study. Alrighty, moving on. Guess we're gonna head over to that little red spot over there and see what's going on. Doesn't look like there's anything on this hill, so we'll keep on going. Here's some more deer. Oh, a nice little love seat here. Very rustic looking. Fox on there, and there's a, don't know if that's Dobby or not. It looks like we found the Harry Potter room. Does not do to dwell on dreams. We have a nice little animation here. We got a little, like, I forget exactly what they call these. They're like basically giant suitcases. But yeah, I see the Slytherin colors in there. Should be Ravenclaw. You know, Ravenclaw is the best house. And then we have this little house over here that looks like it's built into the hill. Though, looks to be actually two houses in one, which is interesting. If I can get over here. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's something that has to be built into a hillside or something along those lines, from how it looks. There's some more chickens, and apparently some milk jugs around. Can we head in here? No, we don't have the key for this door. Let's come in and see if there's anything in here. Ah, there's not. Okay. That explains why the door's closed. Some places are used just for the scenic styling of it from the outside, and there's not always something on the inside. I've seen this with many places before. And it definitely adds to the scenery, I have to say. And that looks like they have a staircase leading upwards here. Well, you see the outside looks pretty nice. There's some clothes hanging up. There's some more ducklings. When the milk jug is being used as a flower pot. Apparently that area had some fog to it before. Huh. I guess I didn't see it because I wasn't looking above. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at the lighthouse over that way. I'm pretty sure we've seen everything now. Besides that, I'm just kind of looking around. Oh, it's off region, okay. We'll just came over to it a bit then. A lot of seagulls around it, that's for sure. Huh. Having a bit of trouble camming in on it for some reason. Okay, there we go. Broken buoy on the side there. Very nicely done for an off-region piece, that's for sure. Usually they don't get too detailed. Alrighty though. This was Netherwood. Very nicely done place. More of a foresty, back to nature kind of theme here, and I'll see you guys next time.